DS, actually, I joined Kamlesh Shar's Ho'oponopono prayer clarity session 20 minutes late only. Whatever I got, I will share here. Okay, if we get recording later, we can hear it fully. He was saying like we might be having desires in life, problems in life. For desires, we usually use our affirmations to manifest it, or we will visualize all the positive things about it. For problem, we won't go with that affirmation or visualization, but for problem, we use techniques like burning bowl and Ho'oponopono prayer. In that Ho'oponopono prayer, if you see, it helps us to clear the blockages between us and our manifestation of desires. That path, on that path, what are the blockages? Those are being cleared from us, from our inside, through Ho'oponopono prayer. So it is for healing. So that prayer can, if we do it frequently, it would clear our mind, and our subconscious level will get to greater heights. So that because of that, we will get multifolding capacity of achieving our desires, because it has given us clarity and removed the blockages. Okay, so when we confront a problem in a life, by becoming aware of such problem, that awareness is the first step, and then this Ho'oponopono prayer, this brings our focus to ourselves. So, during that prayer, we try to change our inner beliefs. Only whatever the blockages, removing the blockage, and whatever changes we want to bring it, it is for us, within us. We don't try to change anything outside of us, any external circumstances, any people or events, nothing we try to change. So, that Ho'oponopono prayer, the main benefit is it brings our focus towards us. So, no blaming, no complaining, no nothing, that gets stopped. And when questioned about like in what sequence I should use those four sentences, should I chant it like some mantra or what? For that he was answering like any sequence is right sequence. And it's not chanting, but the main thing is here is not the sequence, not the words, but how you feel while telling those sentences. In any sequence you can use. So words or sequence are not important. The only thing that is important is the feeling. And somebody was asking the question like, do I need to visualize while I utter these four sentences? So he was telling like, no need to visualize anything, but if some visuals automatically comes to you, then it's fine, it's okay. And how should I say those sentences? He was saying like, we can say it loudly or slowly or within us, without any voice out, like meditation, or however you feel you want to do that prayer, you can do. There is no right or wrong. And somebody was asking query like, how can I do the prayer to avoid some negative people, or some negative person should move away from me, or how to heal from health issues? For that, how should I frame the sentences like that? So Kameshwar was answering like, whatever happening outside us, any event or some relationship or whatever it is, the thing is happening because of our perception, our belief towards that. So he was telling that that person is right in his place, in his as per his current consciousness. We have to only work on our inner self. If I'm resisting something, I have resistance towards some person or some incident, that person or incident is correct in its position. The only thing is my perception, my inner belief, my blockage is creating such a feel for me. So I have to work on that only. That I'm doing using this Ho'oponopono prayer. And there were queries like somebody was asking like, why should I pray to universe? Am I praying to a person? Is universe is a person, or I'm praying for a person, or what is it? So Kameshwar was answering like, no, universe is not physical form. Universe is energy. That same energy is also inside us. It is the life of every living being, and everything has that universal energy. Once you connect through faith, then he was telling like, there will be no questions or queries or doubts will be within us with respect to Ho'oponopono prayer, because here everything happens through faith. If you have 100% faith, you will don't care about the sequence or the method, or is this right or wrong, how much time it will take, nothing you will get. Only faith works there. Faith makes you to connect directly to the universe, and magic happens. So whatever we are experiencing or manifesting in this life, it is happening because of that universal energy. So, and we have to remember that always the universe is in favor of us only. It is giving unconditional love to us. So, some problem if we encounter in our life, it is just because of our own thought process which is going on now, or might be something happened in my childhood, from it came from my grandparents, something I heard from my parents or teachers or friends or somebody, that got into me and I forgot that, and that thing inside me gets manifested now in my life as reality, as such a problem. Might be that I can't figure it out right now, like what was there inside when it came inside. That doesn't matter also. So now we can say, I don't know what it is, but I feel sorry for it and I ask forgiveness for it. Right? So that's the Ho'oponopono prayer, and it gives my focus towards me to solve this by changing my perception. So if we show resistance towards anything, any person or incident, there is a negativity there. It is a low vibration and it creates friction of energy. So there is no free flow of energy in us, and it creates pain and problem. If we go with the flow by doing this Ho'oponopono prayer and having full faith on universe, then it's blissful and there is no pain attached there. There is no resistance, means no guilt there. So no pain, no issue. We ask for help to the universe by saying sorry. Right? So, and then like we thank universe because it gives us many chances to go through the situations and heal ourselves by forgiving us and others and accepting everything. Then we love universe because of its unconditional love. It is pouring unconditional love towards us. So he was finally saying like, even if you say just 2 sentences like, thank you universe, I love you universe, with full faith and happiness towards, full feeling towards universe, that's enough. Thank you universe, I love you universe. Also Kamlesha throw light towards a zero state. There is a state called zero state. Zero means nothing. Zero state is a universal state when nothing was manifested, just universe was there, nobody else, nothing, no thing, living or non-living thing was there. That state is zero state or universal state. After zero only something came out of it, and from that something came and this happened. So whenever we have a desire or problem or resistance towards a problem or intention in our mind, when we do this Ho'oponopono prayer like a meditation, then we will be able to attain a state where all the unwanted thoughts and everything one by one, everything will drop out. In that state, our perception widens and clarity increases. For some people, they get like more intuitive after that. That means now they have only the thought which they need at that moment. All the unwanted or useless thoughts, past or some thoughts about future, everything goes away. Like he gave an example, very nice example that, for example, if you are in a 4 BHK flat and you are staying inside one bedroom, then you will be able to see the things, the persons inside that room only. That is like limited perception. But if one person is pulling you from there and taking to the center of that building, from top you are going to see, then you will be able to see each and every room in that 4 BHK flat, entire flat. That way, this Ho'oponopono prayer gives you an widened perception, and with such bigger perception, when you can approach that same problem which appeared as a problem before, now you will be able to see other angles, and you will see that whatever you are thinking as a problem is not a problem at all. Such a clarity comes. And if for some person who is very intellectually working, they need reason or logic, then also we can connect by these 4 sentences. And even if no reason is there, even when we say sorry, like for example, in our childhood, in our class, one student beat us, but the teacher is seeing that when we try to beat him back, only she is seeing and she is telling like, ask sorry from that person. We are explaining like, that person only did something wrong, why should I ask sorry? Even then the miss is not allowing us, and like for no reason we say sorry to that boy, we can feel that something is being cleared from our mind. So we can see that we are liberated, and energy flows freely in our body. So we need to surrender to the universal laws or karmic laws, or whatever we call it, and when we ask forgiveness, even for no reason, even if we can't figure out a reason, like some problem has occurred in my life, but no way I can see that I'm responsible for that. Even then, if we feel sorry for that, if we can surrender ourselves to the universe, and if we can ask forgiveness from the universe, then peace appears in our life, and that problem suddenly vanishes away. The health problem or whatever it happens, it moves away. And even he throw light, like if for example, because there is no reason my brain can figure out, I'm not able to accept this and do Ho'oponopono, then for that also we can do Ho'oponopono prayer. Like do Ho'oponopono prayer for your non-acceptance of that problem. You can tell that universe that I have resistance, because I cannot figure out how, in what way I am related to this, I am responsible for this. So please guide me to get clarity that in what way I am connected to this, so that I clear my blockage in a nice way. For that, if you do Ho'oponopono prayer, the universe will guide you to get the clue that in what way you are responsible for that problem, and then you can do that next Ho'oponopono prayer to clear that blockage, and get a good perception, and get a beautiful life, and get that healing. Okay, so when query was asked about, like for some issues this Ho'oponopono prayer does the magic immediately, for some of the things it takes so much time, and for something it does some magic, and after that again I'm seeing that problem. So for that he was telling like, universe works on its own cycle, its own time, its own clock. It won't work on our time how we expect. So he was telling like, what is the right time, the universe knows, that time only it will work it out. So if he was telling like, if you water a plant and it gets normal growth, and if you don't give the water, the plant root goes so deep inside the earth till it reaches water. So now the plant becomes more strong than the previous plant. So he was telling like, if you get result on time, when you do the Ho'oponopono prayer, it is good. If you don't get result on time, you think like this time it should have occurred but not, then it's very good. So here he is telling like, we grow on patience and faith, which we lack in this technological world. So we grow on patience and faith when we do this Ho'oponopono prayer. And he was telling like, for Thank you and love you sentences, they remain same irrespective of any problem wherever we apply this. For whatever problem we apply this Ho'oponopono prayer, but sorry and forgiveness sentences will differ for each of the problem. For example, for my finance means I will say sorry for having some money blockage in my mind. Please forgive me and give clarity on that. If I have some problem with respect to relationships, then I will be saying sorry for my ego and disobedience, and please forgive me for this ego and disobedience, and thank you for giving me this chance, and I love you for your unconditional love. So that way, thank you and love you sentences remain same for each and every problem. Sorry and forgiveness sentences differ because of that reason that we can frame. So with this he ended the session. It was very very nice session, and it gave much bigger view about the Ho'oponopono prayer and its magic, and its how much it's valuable, and how much we should do this Ho'oponopono prayer daily as many times as it's possible. It's going to take us to the next better version of ourselves. Really, it helps a lot. Thank you, Kamlesh sir, for such a nice session, and thank you, Preeti, for informing me that. Thank you, universe, for making me attend this session and get this enlightenment. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, universe.